G'day and welcome to the Simply Cup 30 edition. This time it is going to be mainly based around dirt. Should be a lot of fun. Let's turn this down like ever so slightly. It seems a little bit loud today. But dirt is going to be a good addition. Who can slide the best? Who is the fastest to smooth steer or get the right drifts? It's going to be a good one. I will say that it's not fully dirt, as you can see some road parts, but it will mostly be dirt. But seems like a good map. I was a bit concerned maybe there's a bit of a jump in the middle, but seems good. Bit of a crossover map. Nice way to start 10 maps this week. 10 maps. Good luck. Have fun. We are going live. Someone wants to count the maps as well. For those players who always ask, feel free. We have Darsky going into it. Firstly here. Getting those drifts quite good. Taking it safe. Dropping it on the right really early. Going wide to gain as much speed as possible. Zemus and Alex looks like they're in the battle at the front. Oh, Zemus I think hits that pole going straight instead of to the side a bit. We have a few good players like Alex, Clem, and could be up to win it already on this first round. Alec does manage to keep it the entire way. Good round from him. Nerms, rear hacks, and Darsky also getting a top 10. That was a nice clean round from most players there. We have 55 players. That is pretty good to see. I've got a Nick edition ready, but I want to kind of see 65 plus players, I think. Because those maps I've in particularly put a lot of time and effort into. But let's see if Pummel can get a good start, but he's already delayed. That is not the way to do it, but let's see if he can go on the catch up. He actually told me he's going to have a delay on purpose because he's going to go from the back to the front of the pack here. But goes really risky, has to save it a little bit. Maybe actually did clip. I didn't think he did. But losing out a lot of positions there. Down to 26 right now. Gonna go into the transition drift. Gets that really good. A few players clipping the edges. Worker up in the battle. At the front. Will keep it off of Clem, I think. Yes, he will. And Belinga goes inside. Oh, it's actually Carl. It's not Clem. My mistake. And Zemus and Inns also in the top positions. Also, as I didn't say, if you're new, drop a follow, drop a sub. It all does help out. 11 PM Brisbane time every week on Saturday is when this is played. So please do join. Also, always looking for maps. So please do send me maps if you have any. Literally can be anything as long as it's playable for every skill level and it's respawnable. Just DM me on Discord. But back to the match. We have Belinga right now on the camera. Doing a really good start. Up in 4th place right now. Gets the jump. Ooh, a few players with a bit more speed. Belinga going inside. Looks like it's going to pay off for him as he gets his slide really good. Speed though on a great run right now. Only Belinga to battle him. But a few players get a sick inside line. Carl snipes the start. No, he doesn't. That is 4,000th of a second. Good race. Carl and Speed there. Blingo, a nice 4th place. But yeah, that was a really sick push by, I think it was Reax as well. And Carl. What a round. Are you looking for maps that aren't public? Preferably yes, because then no one has played it. This is a fast-learning cup, but sometimes, like these random editions, they don't need to be. Not ever seen by anyone because with these editions, like we're getting random maps. So, for example, with this one, I think this is for a competition. This was just a random one I got, which looked like it was pretty good. Let's find out. After a Simply Sip. Alright, let's have a look at React to check out this warm-up. Sharp left-hander straight off the bat. A map is allowed to play their own maps. Yeah, preferably don't win your map in case you win by like 5 seconds or something stupid. So the timeout doesn't start very early. But yeah, you're allowed to play it. It's alright. Alright, Dansky struggling a little bit to find the direction here. Thought it was pretty easy to see to the left, but he has found it now. Getting it off the transitions. But seems like they're doable for every skill level. We only have 10 seconds remaining though, so maybe a few people will struggle in the first round, not getting to the end. I think we have a few longer maps this week, so maybe I should have put a little bit of a slightly longer warm-up in, but that's alright. Seems like a very sick map. Let's find out with Mr. April going into first round. You can join with club and standard access. Free version you can't play online. And April off to a good start, but clips to the right side there, taking that corner a bit too quick. Getting back into the battle though, it's going to be Danta, who is in first by quite a lot so far. Maybe he has played the maps before. But let's see if he can continue it. We'll continue following April right now. He was doing these pretty good, taking it pretty safe. Not going all the way on the outside as a few players are. Going into that sharp right-hander down on the asphalt. And then another downhill. This is a very clean map, but maybe a little bit tough to learn in such a short amount of time. Oof. Clips that left-hander. Was catching up quite a few positions. Now goes back down a little bit. Battling Pormal and Truthster right there. Be moving into the final part. Is he going to go for the risky route? Yes, he is. Oof. Doesn't have enough speed. We'll try it again. As if quite a few players are struggling to get it. With the safe in right next to it. So down to 31st, unfortunately, for April. After that quick jump, but not enough speed. But yeah, this is a very sick map. Maybe a little bit too difficult to learn off the bat for a simplycup. That's alright. We have Truthster on the camera in the Spammy J rainbow car. I do like this one. Truthster getting in a little bit slow at the start, also hitting that edge there. Danta up in the top position once again. Handling players like Carl. Ooh, Truthster missing that jump a little bit there, but we have a really close battle between 30th and around top 10. A lot of players pretty similar in skill right here, while the top players are a little bit far ahead. You can see this is quite a skill map, so not easy to control it for the entire minute. That is. Oof, Truthster, bit too far there. We'll drop down quite a lot. See if we can move up slightly to the front. Nerms here in 16th place. Inns will be the one who gets the fastest finish. Worker and Carl just behind. Truthster feeling the pressure from the caster right there. Few players not getting the risky ending, should have gone safe to secure those points. So we move to the final round on this one. Go FLC into this one. Misses that first corner. Will have to respawn. That is unfortunate for him. Down into 52nd right now. But taking it pretty easy, pretty safe. A few players also struggling, so hopefully can still finish. A few mistakes, so might cost him in the long run. K-Nice going through the map right now. Middle pack, 33rd place on the dot. This round is a little bit more spread than the others. Few players really risking it right now or really taking it safe. Let's move to one of the top contenders. It's going to be Worker, Danta, Kip, and then Carl. Carl actually overtaking Kip just a little bit. We have a nice battle for the first. Who is going to take it? Looks like Worker is out in front right now. We'll go for the risky route as well as everyone else. Oh! It's going to be Danta who fails the risky finish though. Doesn't get a top 10 either. And Worker wins by 1 second. So a lot of people going for this risky finish, but as we can see, a lot of people failing. After the first round, I maybe would have just gone the safe finish on this one. That is really good for Worker. We'll get the 120 as well as Carl. Very close battle already. So we move to map number 3. What a minus map? I don't think that's a minus. I just think maybe a little bit tough to learn in a short period. Oh, it was a plus. He just did it wrong. You know what is a plus? Narrow roads. Everyone loves narrow roads. This is for you, Kip. I expect Kip to win this. Kip is a massive fan of narrow roads. So here you go. I hate narrow roads, but you know what? This was one of the maps we got, so let's see how good it is. Let's watch some we haven't done yet. Mr. Weedix going through. It's going to be mostly a full narrow road map. So it will be quite difficult to maintain your speed in the middle of the route here. A little bit dark through the tunnels, but hopefully can still see. Let's move to the second final corner, I think. No, that is the finish line indeed. So short amount should be finishable for everyone. But who is going to full risk it? We see Worker quite far ahead. Pormal, Alex, Belingo, maybe some of those players getting it the fastest in the warm-up. Should be a nice battle. Let's move to Dibbler going into the first round. Oof, already missing that first slide. Bit too much into the corner. But we can see that this is quite a close round. Lots of players will be battling for the top positions. One mistake, already 46. That is a lot of positions loss. 56 players, so very, very tight. But we do have the first player going through with quite a nice time. 0.5 ahead is insane. Mr. Hagen, Belingo, and Alex, the top 4. Let's move to Danta, who did very good on the last map. See if he can master the narrow roads. Off to a good start, a little bit slow through the middle, also trying to risk it, clips that edge, as well as quite a few players there. So this is causing carnage on this one. This is exactly why I don't like narrow roads. Worker, though, out in front, will maintain his position with a 33.7. No, Worker hitting the final uphill. Inns is going to get the double first place. And Jarbel, someone I haven't really heard, getting a second place. Oh no. Unlucky to worker there. This is a quick battle. 1 point in between those two. In's also catching up a little bit with this one. Let's move to Kimp. I did say that he loves narrow roads. So let's see if he can be a pro on it. Off to a good start. A little bit slow through the corner, but give him a safe position. Gets this turn really good, really smooth. To downhill. I'm going to go to the fast left hand, and that's where it is quite tough. And he does clip. No, he doesn't clip. I thought he did. Does manage to save all these corners. A few players full sanding. That is not what you want. Pummeling into the wall. Keep gaining those first few positions back. And it's going to be Carl this time winning. Keep getting 17th. Few players not liking this one. I couldn't see my car in the tunnel. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't put lights in the game. He focused more on scenery instead of the map. Who would have thought? Thanks for the follows, guys. Welcome in. Literally rigged for people why have lights on their car or who have lights on their car. I mean, you can choose to play with the normal car if you want to. We're not giving you the you have to use your custom car. Alright, gears everywhere. Oh shit, for frack's sake. Exactly. Gears, for frack's sake. Frack. Beautiful. Now let's check out Crave. We'll finally go through to the right place. No, he's trying again. Let's try and find someone who maybe is a bit further ahead. Asman, not too far ahead, but a few players finally getting through a bit. It's a bit of a cross-dirt map once again. Two different options and routes in this one. Got hard left-hander. Asman completely missing the left-hand sign there. We'll go for it this time. No, he will not. People need to use their eyes. I thought this was quite obvious, but never mind. Let's move to Moke for the first round. So I don't think anyone finishing the warm-up, so this could be a bit difficult for those playing right now. I didn't think this was too bad, but let's find out. I think there's going to be a few DNFs. Too late to skip. Let's find out with Moke right here. Goes the outside lines, you gain the more speed. Isn't faster compared to those who went inside. A few players clipping the checkpoint. But taking it safe right now. Finding himself in a pretty good position. 21st still. Gonna go for the hard left. A few players still getting debated as we go into the down section. Into the uphill. Through the triangle. Ooh, not quite for Moke there. We'll lose a couple positions from that. Get the drift on the left-hander here. And then a heavy left-hander uphill once again. So this map really basing it on the heavy drifts and turns. Moke, you need to respawn. That is an uphill here. He does find his way after the second part there, but losing 10 positions from that. Also struggling a bit here as we jump down into the crossroads. So a few players struggling to find the route. There are enough arrows, I thought, but maybe I am just a bit too optimistic. So you have to jump down and then you have the left through the drift and then up and then the final downhill. I thought it was perfectly fine, but never mind. So maybe let's watch a few of the top players here. Alex saying, what the fuck? Oh no, he was saying, I regret watching the GPS, so let's see if he can be a GPS himself as he goes through the map right now. Going outside on that section. Into the downhill. Crossroad, a few players hitting the edge, but dear, that is not what you want. Into the heavy downhill. Looks like Kip is out in front. Maybe not the master on the narrow roads, but is mastering this map right now. Also, Alex pushing some good positions right now. Down from 23rd to 10th. Into the uphill, carrying it through. And is going to push for top 5 now. He can remember where to go. Jumping down to the crossroad. Battling Pormal. Mr. Insane is gathering a bit of speed ahead of the rest of them. So should be able to get the win. As we have Kip speed just behind him. Most players finally being able to find the route this time. Maybe my mistake once again with a little bit more of a tough map. Worker though, I think has rage quit. Not sure if he's happy with these maps this week. This is just a fun competition. Don't need to take it too seriously. So that does put Cull in first position with that. Let's go check him out. Battling against Ints. 20 points behind. Speed getting the fastest start here, but Malingo, Zemus, Ins in the battle. Cull going the inside line. Will take it quite good. Oh, going quite risky to get the better angle, and it has really paid off. That is a beautiful line. Pushes 0.3 ahead probably. That is indeed. Let's move to Kip a little bit further behind. We'll go full risking as well. Does really want to get back into the top 10. As he is now 14th. Gets the upper gear. A few people falling off actually. That is unfortunate for them. Balingo is going to be the one who's in first. Once again, more people falling off the map. As Kip doesn't get this section as good as before. There's going to be Cull going into the first position right now. Zemus, Ins, Speed, and Paul. Paul's going to overtake, actually. And then we have Noedix, Merlin, and April. I think that's actually a pretty good map. But yeah, maybe a bit too difficult for quick learning. That's, once again, not really going too much further ahead from Cull. The battle is still very hot. It's 2 maps longer than 1 minute. Bit of a longer one this week. Well, maybe go for GPS if there is one. Oh, we have road to start off this one with a bit of a dirt, maybe water mix. But seems a bit shorter than the previous few. So actually a bit more cross mix than I thought this was. But that is alright, we will go with it as we have Ku on the camera for the warm-up. Don't use GPS, be a man. Cac W. Okay, it seems like that might have been a little bit tough, but I think that is going to be fine. Are people struggling? A few people are struggling. They can tell me if it is too difficult. It seems like we have a little bit of a mix map compared to more dirt Few transitions off the water. Pretty cool map though. I like it. Who will not get to the finish line in this warm-up, practicing a few different lines. Let's move to Paven though. Going into first round. The players trying a very short inside line. Not going to be enough. No, we have April. Don't know why that's changed, but we'll continue following him for this week. Gets the nice drift, follows through nicely. A few players really risking it. Ins and Bolingo, the battle at the front. So have a nice water section into the next uphill. Favorite going for a mad Tony Hawk grind right there. Still out in top 15 as well. A few players slowing down a little bit. And then we have the jump to victory. April getting a nice top 10 there. Very fast map. Very nice. Missed a CP? Wait. Missing CPs? Wait, what? I think we just roll with it. That's a bit odd that there's a CP in like a water or something that is being missed. Hopefully everyone should be able to get it in the second round. We have Merlin on the camera, off to a good start, taking it safe, taking it easy. Getting some good drifts there. Wait, oh, that's why they're missing it. They're going straight instantly. Maybe, I'm not sure. This simplycup is way too dank. This is why you guys need to send me maps, because then we won't have these issues. But Merlin off to a good round there. Top 15. A few players are just behind him. It's going to be Ins though. Still gaining a lot of points compared to Carl and Speed on that round. Zemus and Mr. Hanky right there getting some nice juicy points. Hank only staying in his position actually, but maybe if he gets another good round here, could gain some big points. Henry though, what a start. However, on the denial, as well as Carl and Speed. We can see why these three players are up the top. Oh, Hank just clipping it, trying to risk it a little bit too much. So it's going to be Kip, Sandro, and Carl battling a little bit. Plinger getting an unlucky transition on the water. A few players sliding out a little bit. This is going to be a quick round by Carl, but then we have some insanely close positions coming through hot. Jarbel doing well once again. Pool getting some good points. Henry, Kip, and Bolingo up in the top positions. And that will be it for that map. Let's see what we have next. What a map. What a map. This is beautiful. So maybe we've had a couple difficult maps. I think we are back to basics on this one. Let's find out. And have a look at Mac for the warm-up. Going the inside line, even though there was a right-hand turn. But that is why it is warm-up. People talking about cuts already. Let's see if there will be. Could be quite interesting to see who will go for it, as there is only one checkpoint, so definitely could be. What a map. See, this is all you... If you're thinking, how do I make a simplycup map? This is all it needs to be. We're not too worried around here. It can be really, really simple. And so definitely a few players going for some cuts there. Maybe if you're going to try and risky jump back to the start and then drop down. I'm actually going to stay in the drone camera for this one because I am very curious to see who's going to go for cuts. There's one person, Mr. Try. Gonna try it, but then literally give up instantly. So we have a nice bit of... Oh, we have Sandro! Oh, he was so close. Oh, I respect. That was super, super close there. Ins, though. Best of that round. I thought it was going to be Belingo. I think maybe Belingo getting a bit of airtime on this transition there. But, yeah, definitely some potential. I'm quite interested. Maybe if we can find him. I do not see him. Oh no, here he is. Only getting 11 points, so losing out a little bit this time. Down to 19th, but with 120 points. It could pay off big time. Let's see if he goes for it. As he gets this start quite good. Goes for the outside line, so I think he's going to try it again. Will not get it, unfortunately. Super, super precise that. Oh, someone does get it, but he goes way too far. It's going to be speed to minus the map earlier. Getting first, Belingo, Kip, Alex, and Seamus just behind. Wait, where's the cactus? I don't know where this cactus they're talking about is. I guess there's one, like, just poking out. There, right, it is right there. That's a plus. Scenery in the road, narrow roads, this edition has it all. This is what we love to see. Let's go to Baven, though, for the final round on this one. Quick and easy. A few players risking it a bit too much on that transition, though. So that will be them out. Baven going for a safe line. Does seem to nearly pay off for him, as he is pushing a top 10 now. Goes over the transition, bit too much airtime. A few players crashing off, though. And it will be Baven getting 12th place. Carl Speed, Kip, and In still gaining lots and lots of points. Belingo, not too much that round, but Kip, 109. And we have some lower points that round. Merlin also not finishing, surprisingly. Sandro trying the shortcut once again, but has moved all the way down to 27th, so that is the risk versus reward. Well, I respect it. I do respect it. Right, we have a interesting dirt map right here. Looks pretty good. A few crossroads and then into the finish. Should be good. Check out Neo for this one. Doing the shortcut there, but it is the sand. So the sand is slower than the normal route, but it could be shorter overall. I'm not sure if it is going to be in this particular one, but something to look out for at the start of next round. Lots of players very close though until this corner. So spoke too soon. But these are the maps which are usually pretty good for simplycup. If you have like a closer warm-up, it usually means the map is pretty good. Because then it's not as difficult as some of the others. But you know what? Sometimes you've got to have some harder maps, got to have some easier maps. I try and get a little bit of diversity. But that is looking very nice, this one. Let's move to Jarbel, who has had some good rounds so far. See if he can top it off on this one. Going safe into the dirt. Will unfortunately clip that tree by literally nothing and get the slowdown penalty. It gives us a nice overview of the rest of it here. Let's see who is out in top. It's going to be Pormal, the Australian maverick right there. Can he control his nerves, as he is still out in front by quite a bit right now? Jarbel doing pretty good to catch up. A few players crashing on that risky section. A couple players going full out to the side. You can see how much speed it can gain, like near there. But also, if you clip the edge, how much it will cost you. Pormal obviously risking too much, isn't in the top 8 there. Jarbel up to 16th, which is pretty good after that start. Speed will be the one who wins. Kip, Spatia, Sandro, and Shine going to be the top positions. Alright, let's see if this is true. Let's put the pressure on Mr. Pormal right now and see if he can do it again. He had a brilliant start last time and is off to another great one. Out in first. Takes it quite early on this one. Gets it. Was that a landing bug? Why did that cost him so much? That is unfortunate for him, but he is going to push back the positions right now. Going into this risky right-hander uphill. A few players hitting the edge. No, it's going to be too much for Paul. Let's move to the drone camera for a bit of change. See if we can maybe click someone. No, we can't. I hate this clicking mechanic. But we have a nice zoomed in view going into the final uphill. Ian's on an absolute banger right now. It's going to be Belingo, I think, behind him. No, Speed. Alex, Kip, and Hank just behind. Cool map this. I don't mind it. A lot of risky lines to try and take. And seemingly fairly easy. At least for a quick learning cup. Pormal only getting 24 points there. The pressure is really getting to him. Let's not mention his name, and we will probably see him move up quite a lot. But let's move to K-Nice. Let's not move to K-Nice. I have really got the caster's curse on strong right now. Let's move to Carl, who is currently 100 points behind Inns. Inns is really getting a lot of these real top positions, top 3s every round, which is really helping him. But Carl, as I talk about that, will move to 3rd. No, he will not. He has to release after pushing too much, but is still finding himself in top 10. Got a nice battle there. Inns clipping. That is big for him, as he was going to get a top 3 with this. And Carl moves to an 8th position right there. As I can't find my mouse. Lingo, Speed, and Hank really gaining on this map. That was really good for them. Especially Speed, I think, gaining top 3 every round this time. And with that, has pushed past Carl. Yeah, blame me. Blame the caster. Always blame the caster. Alright, then we have one of our longer maps again going into this one. It seems like a fairly fun, simple map, risky ending as well, which we love to see. There is the GPS there if people do need. Anyone getting a GPS? No. So let's move to Asman, going into the warm-up. Play this one in the slow learner cup. Oh shit. So pays to play a lot of different cups. Maybe we'll see some duplicates. Or some which connect. Few players getting debated here. I thought it was just to the right. Interesting. I think the backwards checkpoint is just a repeat to go through to here. Yep, it is indeed. So hopefully players will learn it after that one. A bit of a difficult transition there. But who shall we watch going into the final round? Let's move to Deaf Humans, who is down the leaderboard, but I appreciate all who is playing. So let's give him some time on the camera. Is trying to risk it a little bit. Not going to pay off this time. Clips that corner a little bit, so we'll lose all the speed getting the penalty. Kip actually off to a not so good round there. But Mr. Hunter is going through it pretty good. Pretty safe. Let's maybe move to the camera as we go to the final final few corners, as I can't talk. Belingo is out in front. Going to be Hank, I think, behind him. Hopeful, also on a great run. A few players trying the risky round. Not going to pay off anyone. It is going to be Carl and Inns. This is why those two are at the top of the leaderboard. And they do snipe a lot of positions there. A few players really trying to go for it. Let's move to this camera to see how difficult it is. There is also a pole in the way. There's a lot of players falling off to the right. Oh no. Absolute devastation at this ending. That has caused carnage. Let's move to Dante once again. Currently in 13th place. I was looking at Danski, not Danska. Trying to work out where he was. But Dante off to a good start. Clips that edge though, as I say it too early, and we'll lose a lot of speed as he goes up the transition as well. Let's move to the front with Belingo on a good round so far. The usuals up in the front: Speed, Inns, Carl, Belingo, and Alex, the top 5. Getting through the drifts. Who is going to push for the risky ending? I think all 5 of these players are going to go for it. Boom! They all get it. Carl clipping it a little bit, but does manage to snipe Inns. That's quite unfortunate. What an ending. Absolutely demolishing many players there. So the risky finish, definitely a little bit too risky on this one. Let's move to Hagen though, for the final round. Going the inside line, that gives him the airtime though, which is probably not what you want. Also clipping that edge, we have seen many players already clip. Moving to Sandra now, battling that top 10. A lot closer round compared to the last 2. Sandra going outside early so he can get a nice inside line here. Doesn't go as risky as possible, but has more speed for this transition. Down into this transition, that is good for him. Will be Inns, Belingo, Cole. Once again, top 3. But Sandra now battling the top position. Zemus and Speed, I think it is, all going for it. It's going to be Sandra just clipping the edge. And we have a lot of bonks once again. People need to learn how to just take it safe. Cars going in absolutely every direction. Crazy. We have some fighting words in the chat. So Tia doesn't want him to get kicked out of the top 10 by Paul. And Paul says, I've got my kicking boots on. Alright, this will be... Ooh, this might be a bit too long. I didn't think it was this long. The author time was only like 1:05, I thought. Oh, fuck it. It's already a long edition. Let's go for it. Good luck. Have fun with this one. So a bit of road 2 started off. And then we will go into the 3 types of dirt. Full risking from Berlingo here in the TMNF dirt. This is where it gets bumpy though, and he does definitely get the bumps. We have the left-hander onto the next transition. Narrow roads. We have already experienced this today. People have the practice. Is it going to pay off? Let's find out. This is a great turn from Berlingo in the warm-up. A bit of lag for some reason, but we'll just pretend that's not happening. We have a split section into the next drift. So people are definitely not going to find the finish, but I think it's fairly, yeah, it's fairly easy. So we will definitely go with this one. Who shall we watch? Who haven't we watched today? Chris. How he is going to do on this one. Still getting lag. I don't know why this is lagging. Wish Nadeo would fix their game. Right, Chris in 34th position, full sending into this wall ride. Q retired. That is definitely not what we want. Chris gets the next corner quite good. Moves from 31st to 27th right now. We have a pretty close round. It doesn't look like there's 27 players ahead of him. Does clip that edge, unfortunately, though, as we go to the difficult narrow roads. Dude, what is with this lag? Fuck off. Honestly. Let's maybe try and click someone. Hey, we got it for a change. So we have Zemus battling Paul, who was in first, but does clip the narrow road, obviously. A lot of players just a bit behind. Speed controlling himself, though. In first still, Alex. And Zemus really pushing now as we go to the final section. Normal dirt. And Zemus will go for the inside line. Doesn't pay off. Exactly the same by the looks of it. But we have pretty close rounds. So, I mean, I think this is a pretty good map. A little bit long, but pretty simple. Speed, Alex, Zemus, and Paul. The top 2 actually not to be seen, but still very close together. 88 and 82 points. So not going to move too much. Lingo a little bit too far behind. Needs some good rounds. But Speed, after some 120s recently, has moved within 5 points. That is really sick from him. Let's go to Kip, though, for this round. We'll go the smooth inside line. Taking it safe on this, avoiding the bumps, which is a good idea. Paul once again in first. Should we put the pressure on? I think we will. But we will stay with Kip as we have a nice overview. Nearly hitting the side, one person out there. Avoid this corner. Will not do so. And we'll drop down a little bit. Speed struggling a little bit this round. Zemus as well after last round. All the top players a little bit behind on this one. Paul, though, way out in front right there. Sandro off to a good round once again. So players are starting to get to the end of the map here. Splatia on a good round. Sandro still in his second position. Paul, though, what a dominant round by him. No, it was Shine. I thought I had the wrong person. Shine. Great round from him. Splatia also. Zyril, Carbolingo, Dante, Dansky, and Henry. But that's a massive round as ends. Only 13 points. So this is going to go down to the wire. This is a real shake-up of the leaderboard right there. they are all within 30 points now. That is super sick going into the final 2 maps after this. Should be good. Let's check out Inns though, who is now in 2nd, but is really pushing it this round. Trying to show that he deserves to be at the top, as he is really going for it. Zemus just behind Carl though, still there as well. I think Paul was also in contention, but maybe clipped one of these narrow road's edges. Speaking of clipping narrow road edges, Zemus out. Paul Moore, who has done really good on this one with the fighting words earlier. Getting a lot of points this time, but does have a bit of a brain lag there, trying to go for a interesting... He's going to complain. He is going to complain that I have set this on him, but I'm not going to say anything. He was having a good round, but never mind. We have a beautiful battle going into the end. Carl and Inns. That is a great race. Paul getting 58 points. Let's split it. 73. K-Nice 76. Oh, I love putting the pressure on people. They got to learn. One day, these people got to learn to control the pressure. Match. Shit. Right, 2 more maps remaining. I think this should have been our last map, but we'll go with 2 more. Because that's just how we roll. We have had the longer maps this week, so it may only be the 9th map. But we talk about having long maps. Here is your shortest. This is going to be the one where risking really pays off. Look at this. Super simple, super easy. Who is going to win it here? Entry. We haven't really watched him today. See how he is going to start the warm-up. Look at this. 10-second map. Beautiful. This is what we like to see. Ooh, did you see that? I saw something sneaky. I saw something sneaky there. Sandro, once again. This is what we like to see. I like a classic little cutter. Ooh, I respect it. I respect it. Don't know if it's going to pay off for him. But I like it. Few other players also trying it now. I think you don't have enough speed. A lot of players trying it. Ooh! Confirmed is possible. Zemus getting it in the warm-up. Let's move to Mr. Buster. For the first round, though, we will probably have a good view of the players jumping across when we go around the final corner. But this is going to be a super close battle. Quote, off to the fastest start. Buster getting it really quick. But look at that, only 8th place. Carl getting the biggest points there. That is really going to help him push a little bit further ahead. Inns and Speed gaining pretty good points, but not enough compared to Carl. So a few players trying the cut there, but we didn't see anyone jump, so not going to pay off in this round. But this time, let's go to the drone camera and let's see who is going to go for it. No one person. It's going to be Merlin with the big balls, but he's going to get there before the rest of the pack. And Cyril is the person who gets the most points on this round. Carl in 3rd. That's really good for him. In's only a little bit behind. Speed not getting so much this round. So maybe the players weren't expecting such a short map, as the leaderboard is being mixed right now. Sandro with 100 points after trying to go for the cut early. Let's move back down to the player point of view with Sandro. Is he going to go for it? No, he is not. As we will see him into fifth at the first corner, or the last corner, and he will stay in 6. Or pretty close. I don't even know that the numbers aren't in order. Did he get it? I think he did get 5th. As we have a few ties. Adanta going to be the one who gets the most points, but Carl once again really gaining on this one, so this could be what he really needed to get the final points. As we have the final map. What is it going to be? Hey, I was waiting for this. Here we go. We have a Mario Kart map. Donut Plains. Beautiful. What a map. Hopefully, it's going to be a fun one to play. We have a bit of looting here for some reason. There we go. In before it's like 6 laps or something. But I don't see a lap counter, so I think we should be good. Let's watch Mr. Dutchman for the warm-up. Finds a rock though, and a terrible respawn. Wait, what did he hit there? I did not see anything. That is unfortunate. Watch out for mine after the bridge. Shit. And we will have 1 lap. Okay, perfect. Let's watch Pat going into the first round. Ooh, maybe gonna try the backwards route. Could be faster, not sure. Let's see. He's gonna go for the normal route, as everyone else does. Let's see if he is gonna get it. He fastest. A lot of players already falling off a bit. Go through the invis checkpoint, and a few players clipping it, including Pat there. Let's move to entry, as a lot of players wilding out to the right side there. He went from 50th to 25th right here. Players trying to collect the coins for the boost. But I'm not sure if that is what you want to do in the Simply Cup. We have Merlin going for the shortcut. Come on, someone going on the right there. This is absolute beautiful. Kip, he gets it. And he's going to win by 2 seconds. Oh my god, this is a great map. Holy shit. I love this. This is awesome. What a map. What a way to end this week. Right, Carl 100 points ahead. Ashley as well. Speed 100 points behind In, so not as much of a battle as we had earlier. But let's actually watch Speed going into the mine I talked about. That is unfortunate. Let's go to Kip, as he was the one who went for the risky ending. It's going to be Sandro, Jarl, and Zyro up in the top. Zyro practiced the shortcut, so that could be big for him. He is actually in first. Is he going to go for it? Who's going to go to the left? No one. But a lot of players going to the right. No, it's only going to be Kip and Zyro. Zyro missing. Kip getting it. Oh my gosh. No, Zyro does manage to find a finish. I thought he was dead. So, has paid off for him big time. Sandro managing to keep the top 3. Ins in 4th. Speed only getting 20, unfortunately, so that is probably going to be him getting only 3rd this week. But absolutely banging race from him. over today. Let's check out Merlin for the final time though. Still players falling off on the right there, and a couple players hitting the mine. Are people going to hit this edge once again? Oh no, that is... I can't say anything else other than that is quite unfortunate. Someone going for the coin once again. It's going to be Alex though in first. Is he going to go for the cut? Kip in a great position to get it. Merlin going for this shortcut. Does pay off for him. No one finishing just yet. It's going to be Zemus, Baven, and Moke who all get it. I think Henry also gets it. And Kip managing to recover. Getting a 5th. Wow, wow, wow. What a map to end it. It will be Carl winning 3.18 points, I think. 1.7 and speed. Getting the top 3. Alright. That was the Dirty Edition. Yo, Carl, very well played this week, dude. Very, very nice. So we probably have one map there, but that will be the end. We'll wait until this loads and then see the leaderboard. If it ever does. But I think that was a pretty good addition. Some harder maps. A few people, I think, rage quitted early because of how difficult some of the maps were. But I appreciate those who stuck around. I think that was a pretty fun addition. Definitely maybe a little bit too difficult on a few of those longer maps, but that's alright. Sometimes it's good to have some more difficult maps. So it was Belingo who did manage to keep off Kip. We have a bit of a fall off to some very close points. Alex, Zemus, Hank, K-Nice, Splatia does manage to keep the top 10. Paul dropping off a little bit from the pressure I gave him. Danta, Sandra, and Jarbel also doing very good this week. But there we have it. I think that was a fun week. Hope you enjoyed playing. Hope you enjoyed watching. This is on 11 PM Brisbane time on Saturday. So maybe a Nick edition next week, depending on how many players there are. I do kind of want to see pushing to 70 odd for a Nick edition. But yeah, viewer editions, please send me maps. And then I will look for some more one style editions like Ice. I know a lot of people want an Ice edition. Should be a lot of fun. But there you go for this week. Let's leave it there. Hope you enjoyed. Drop a sub, drop a follow if you're new. I stream pretty much daily, upload fairly often on YouTube. Check it all out. Until next time. See you then. Bye-bye. All right.